Hey, I appreciate you guys giving me so many views on my last video on this. Let's talk about today though. We're going to get the router, and I'm going to talk to you about routers. There it is right there. I've already done these. I'm going to do all the stuff I put up yesterday. I think I'm going to have to get me a couple of tubes of brown caulk. No doubt about that. So, got a water leak there. I see it. Okay. This is what I do. You can look at anything you want to on routers. And there is a methodology to this. I just look at the way it spins, and then I go the way away from the grain. I make the blade cut at me instead of push away, because as I push up and I pull material away instead of slamming it in, it keeps it from splintering. And most 4x4s are pretty straight grained. See, look at that leaking thing. You leaking thing, you. Why are you doing this to me? Okay, it's not too bad. Look, my drill could have been in a worse place, huh? Could have been dripping right on the old drill. So, yeah, I put some water in the pond today. So, and I like the methodology of leaving a little bit of a lip right there. I just like that. And you're just going to end up with some problems just here and there. I'll show you where I had to put some Gorilla Glue in right here where it chipped out on me. I like this method of making it stop right here. Looks like I need more caulk there. And there's my dowels that look so good. And here they are stained. It's kind of cool and humid, but I'm going to try to stain this one. I can't stain the other. You see the color difference? See that's been out here longer. So I'm going to stain this today. And then I don't know what else I'm going to do. I feel okay with my little surrounds. They're okay enough. He didn't know I'm here. I feed him peanuts, but I'm gonna get him some grapes and give him a little. They say that crows like cheese and suet and all that, but I also heard that they are lactose intolerant, so maybe mixed related to crows. I don't know. I don't want to scare him any of that. I made that noise. I just want him to know I was here. There they go. Oh. Usually there's a pack of 4 of them. That's 3. So they kind of vary in their flock number, but 3 or 4 is usually the number. So anyway, we're going to get the router out. That was a pleasant little aside. And clean up here. And I can't really do much else with this. So I got to go turn that water off. So I tell you, I've become a fan of plastic shims. And I'll say why. You can snap them off. They're uniform. You can just do more with them. I feel like, and probably it'd have to be something pretty big for me to want to use. Might use it back there. See how big that gap is. So might use one back there. But they're here. I got a couple of packs of them. And yeah, I throw my asparagus. I eat a lot of fresh food, so I just throw it all out here. It kind of keeps the skunks away and everything. Love these things. My hydrants. It's changed my methodology and nomenclature from spigot or bib to hydrant. So, yeah, I'm going to round these off too. And, I did okay. Ain't great, but it's great enough. So I'm happy with it all. I got to get some stain up underneath. Look at that, it's wet. I got to go get my mirror. Well, you can just stick with me. Let's go get the mirror and look under there. I looked at it on my film the other day, and ooh boy, I missed a bunch. So let's go. There it is. So I'm loving my tool drawer, my tool chest I built a couple episodes ago. Just love it. And anyway, Y'all know what that is? Okay, some of us do. And there's my thing there. I think I needed to come back out with that. So, okay. I was zoomed in looking at the crow, wasn't I? How many times have I done that? 1,000,000 times. Okay, I'm not going to use my teeth on this. So, okay. Let's look under here. Yeah, that's pretty bad. I missed a bunch, but that's the way to do it. So, we're just going to slather some down there and we'll get it going. So, I'm going to go ahead and go with it. Even though it could... See, this side's dry because it's soaked in. That side's not dry because it's beaded. So that's what you want. So, okay, I don't have any brown caulk. I'll get some though. All right, so that's what we're going to be doing today. Let's see, did you guys eat all your peanuts? Looks like they ate most of them. They'll come back. Skunk will get them. I didn't think about this, but this isn't a real big problem. You see that piece of monofilament line here? You know what that did? That held up Frosty the Snowman tipping his hat. And so where am I going to put him? So I'll probably just make a little platform and put right here and put him out here. Because he won't go here anymore. Boy, that's pretty terrible there, isn't it? Ooh, boy. Do they make caulk that big? It's just that's what I had. So yeah, I got to think of a way to put Frosty out here next year. Huh? What am I gonna do? Well, I think that would be the way. Just make a little platform for him, and you have to anchor him down because he catches a lot of wind. Okay, let's get the router going, and we'll see how that goes. And then after I get the router done, I don't think I need the air compressor anymore, the glue, or anything like that. So I can clean a lot of this up. So I want to take that. I'm gonna do that right now. I'm not gonna show you that. I've got some screws that went through the back screen door, and they're poking out, and I don't want anybody to get hooked on them, so I'm going to go cut them off right now. Yeah. You see where those were poking out there? I cut them off. I don't want anybody catching on that. I left them alone. So, yeah, that was a pointy bird. So let's not have any pointy birds. So, okay, that makes me feel better in case somebody... delivery person might scrub against that. I don't know how, but I guess it's possible. But the impossible happens every day. You can just tell by looking at the bit that it goes anti-clockwise. I might want to get a new one of these. That one's got some years on it. So anti-clockwise would mean that I would want to go, let's see, I want to go toward me here. Okay, so I'm going to go toward me here, and then that way on that side. Now, in the immortal words of Opie Taylor, be sure and empty your cuffs. Put your cuffs down so the dust won't go in your shoes, and put your lizard in a lizard house. And he meant that literally. His Aunt B was crying or something. So put your jacket up. Make sure you're all protected. Get your eye and the ear abatement stuff on, and we'll do this thing right here. Don't put your compressor and blower away until you get done with this. I really just don't want to do this with one hand, so I'll put you right there. And we're going to do this just a little bit. Okay? Okay. Well, it proved that this is solid anyway because it didn't vibrate anything off. So see how that makes a nice little detail? I love that detail. And you don't even have to go all the way in here. Nobody's going to be back here anyway. So, lovely. Just lovely. Okay. Whew. This is why you empty. Put your cuffs down. You don't get long on this air compressor. without it coming on because it's not a great capacity thing. So anyway, this is all done. I did both edges in and out. I did right here because there's going to be a spot here, and I just wanted to relieve the sharp corners on these three. So in just a second. Okay, a place for everything and everything in its place. Look how pretty this is. So we're going to stain this. Gonna put the tractor away, put the tools away, put this stuff away. Well, let's leave this up here because I'm gonna be needing it. And then we'll have our final shot here pretty soon. Much better. Getting those rough edges off is just so nice. So I really enjoy that. I've gotten such good use out of that router. That router came with a router table, or didn't come with it, but I got one with it. And it also has that big, gigantic Craftsman 5 horsepower dust collection system. I mean, we're talking some amperage, baby dolls. I don't know how many breakers I've gone through running both those at the same time. So I just do it outside and just blow it away. But yeah, this is pretty nice here. This piece looks real funky because I had tested on this before I used it, and I cut it a little deeper. But I kind of like that. I don't mind that in the least. So okay with me. And that's where I hit it with getting the dowel out. I don't care about that either. Never noticed it here in a month or two. So, all right, let's move toward finishing this up. Okay, staining's coming along. I've gotten started, and I've done this over here. So let's see how this looks. Yeah, I'll have to put another coat on that lower level there. I'm talking about right here. That looks better. Okay. Have to wait on the other pieces. That's all I can do. So I got to start on it. Well begun's half done. Okay, I'm going to redo that side, but you won't notice that so much. And this is the last of the raw that I can do today. So I thought I'd let you join me, and you can watch these. What happens with these dowels? See, they just gently disappear into their good night. There. They go gently. And I guess I'm going to get a copyright strike. Let me just turn that down. Okay. Kind of forgot it was on. That's the way I like it. I don't want to have a bunch of stuff I'll remember. Okay. Okay, there's that. And there's, got to get in them little grooves. I've done everything underneath I can do. Sure dries quick. I'm surprised it's like 75% humidity and it's cloudy and all that other stuff, but look at that, it dries real quick. I only did that like 15-20 minutes ago. Alright, here we go. Here's the last dowel. Okay. Alright, got a couple more square inches here. Try not to get any on the pavers. Just dab that in there because that's where you need it the most, is in the cracks and the ingrain. Okay, really soaks it up. I got plenty. I got half a gallon left. That ought to do me. Okay. Now, sometimes if you've really got time and you really care about it, you can do like they do on windows. You know, they'll make a relief cut right here and the water won't wick over. But I know this is pretty good stuff. I'm not too concerned. Okay, didn't spill any on the ground. Move the little pavers out of the way. So that's going to be it. So, okay, just kind of go around, make sure you don't have any runs or drips or errors there. Especially on the business side where people walk up. Let's take a look. Okay, I missed a spot right there. Okay, got it. Looks a little chalky, but the first coat's that way. Okay, well, give us a brush up and subscribe. And I sure appreciate it all. And we'll kind of go around and see where we kind of fouled up and stuff. Don't want to get any on that yet. Well, let's do a walk around, and then we'll. So I fixed that water leak I spoke of earlier. Okay. So there's all of that. Gotta go get some. Gotta go get some caulk or something, don't I? Okay. Lots of brown caulk. That's good. The wood can move. Oh, I need to cut that off. I'll do that when I stain it. Little urch out of Gorilla Glue there. So, all right. We'll give that the second coat, and that looks good. And I've got all my tools almost put away. We're off here anyway. I've got to go down to the barn. So, all right. So I could probably just go ahead and take a second coat, but I'm not going to do that. We'll let it cure overnight. It's better off for it. Okay, well, that's it for today. So we'll be talking to you about something later. And you can say goodnight to Gracie and George there. Say goodnight, Gracie. Good night, Gracie. All right, bye-bye. See you later. Thanks for spending time with me.